please allow me to show you what is about to be the most insane mukbang that we've ever done. This took me so long preparing, by the way. I don't know if this is exactly bacon, but it's basically like a fatty part of pork. For every item here, I was inspired by the time that I spent in Korea, so I'm trying to recreate that at home. Here we've got chicken. I put this in the oven a little bit just to like kind of cook beforehand. Then we've got broccoli. This is just to stop all the comments saying that I eat really unhealthy. And these mushrooms, I've had them in the fridge for so long. I was kind of saving it, but I think it's time to use them because they expired like yesterday. Is this an oyster mushroom? So I basically sliced them really thinly, so I think this is gonna be great. As a side, I've got some kimchi. This is not the most authentic kimchi, but it is what I could find. We got olive oil and a brush to like, I don't know, to like cook the stuff. I think we can heat up this a little bit. And now the best part, these are the cheeses that I bought. So there's like orange one. I don't know what the name of it is. I think it's called Red Leicester. It's the only orange cheese that you can get in the UK. And it's very, very nutty. It's really good. Then this is cheddar and mozzarella, just like shredded. And one of my favorite cheeses of all time. This is some brie cheese, which it's not stinky at all. I mean, a little bit. It's not bad, but it melts like so liquidy and so nice. So I think this is gonna all together in here, yes. And then we go salt and pepper and spices and stuff. So I think we should just get started. I spent all morning baking this. I actually made dessert. Like, who am I? The dessert, guys, I swear to you, this has gotta be the greatest thing I've ever made. I'm gonna be really mean and I'm gonna make you guys wait for the end of the video to find out what this is. So I think we're gonna start by putting the cheese in there. I should have totally not put all the forks in there because it's melting already. Wait, I'm gonna try to show you guys what's happening in here. I really want my cheese sauce to be super yellow. I can't explain why, but the way it looks, it changes the way it tastes. In America, cheese is yellow and I love it. Like, it's like the best thing. I'm gonna put a few drops of yellow food coloring in there to melt with the cheese. This is gonna look like radioactive brie. So for the food, I'm gonna start with the only one that is raw, which is the pork. This is gonna be so good. I'm just gonna do the whole thing because I just know that this is gonna be incredible. Do we need to put some olive oil? Okay, so it's got a little bit of olive oil in here. On one of the sides at least. On this little thing, I think we're gonna put some... First I'm gonna use some olive oil in it. Oh, it's sizzling. And now I'm gonna put some broccoli in it. Should have saved some cheese. We could have made like a little cheese melt. Contrary to popular belief, I actually don't hate broccoli. I'm just gonna put it like this and then wait and see what happens. These are surprisingly getting ready really quickly. I think I'm gonna flip them. Let me show you what the cheese looks like. Yep, definitely not melting. But this is, it's getting there. So now I'm gonna cook the mushrooms because I don't know how long this will take. Maybe I should have sliced them a little bit smaller. The mushrooms look a little bit dry. I'm gonna use quite a lot of olive oil in here. Let's do a little bit of salt on the mushrooms. Pepper. A little bit in there as well. I mean, the chicken is already cooked, but I'm still gonna put some of it here. Ooh, let's turn the mushrooms. Ooh. Okay, the pork is definitely kind of ready. Let me check on the broccoli. Like, it's steaming up. This might be the greatest device I've ever bought. This is like every kitchen appliance in one. Look at that color on that mushroom. So the top one, I'm gonna let it just melt a little bit longer, but the bottom one I'm gonna... If I knew that we had to wait so long for the cheese, I would have put this a long time ago. We're gonna wait for the cheese to melt, but I can't. Wow, it might be in my head, but it's different than when you cook in like a regular kitchen appliance. We're gonna need to cook some more. Right, let me check on the cheese. Well, it's getting there. I should be using these little things because I'm gonna have to wash them. But I'm gonna wait for the cheese to melt first. I'm gonna add a little bit of cream to the cheese. Just because I'm scared this is going to burn in the bottom because I put such a high temperature. We love our chef. Maybe it's because it's so cheesy. What's cooking so aggressively in here? Is it the broccoli? The pork is definitely well cooked. I mean, that's so good. It is really hot, but I think the cheese is melted, but I'm gonna show you, but it's basically not smooth, but I think it's because of the brie cheese, because it has the rind, you know, the outside part of the cheese. I think that made the whole thing a little bit chunky, but it's going to taste incredible. It's so thick. I mean, it is really, really cheesy. Look at that. I don't know. Oh my god. Let's do some chicken. Oh, I'm gonna dip it in there. I lost the chicken. No. Oh. Oh my god. The brie cheese literally makes all the difference. I never used to love cheeses like brie cheese or like just cheeses that look like that. Like grown-up cheeses. But I don't know what happened in the last months. I started tasting like a new cheese every time. Turns out they smell bad, but they all taste incredible. So I'm gonna dip that mushroom that we just finished cooking. Wait, does mushroom even go with cheese? Well, it goes now. Wow. Mushroom does go great with cheese. Let's do one at a time. I'm being greedy, but I'm gonna lose both. Oh my god. I don't even know what it is, because you could just make like literally some bacon and melt some cheddar cheese, but just it tastes different here. Just look how cheesy that is though. Like, oops. Wow. I can't even tell the difference between all the cheeses. It's really good. This chicken is crunchy. Crunch is an understatement. Listen to this. I guess it's not that bad. It wasn't great for cooking, but I'm sure it's good for dipping. So I'm gonna dip the mushroom with that. I thought this whole thing would be a little bit cleaner. Like every time I see people using fondue in like movies or something. Because it's mushroom and cheese, it literally tastes like pizza. These mushrooms expired, I think, yesterday, so I went on Google and I was looking up how long can you eat mushrooms after it expires, and it's 2 weeks. Like all this time I've been throwing away mushrooms when I didn't have to. Oh my god. By the way, the reason why this cheese is like yellow but then some spots of like white is because the actual color of this is white. I just did food coloring. Wow, this is dangerous. I honestly can't even pick which item is like the best one. They're all so good. Oh my god. Oh shit. It's that crispy edge on the pork with the melted cheese. It's like, name a better combo. I honestly can't think of one. I know it looks like it's overcooked, but with the cheese it's like, it just tastes right. Ooh. It's getting more and more liquid as we eat it. If I was using this to get it out, I could get even more cheese, but honestly, I think it'd be too much. Because it's cheese and I put a lot of cream for that to melt. It'd be too rich. I wanted to make a special sauce. My favorite sauce ever, like just in general in life, possibly my favorite just edible item ever. I think I learned how to make this when I took a cooking class in Japan, and like I retained it. It's basically half of soy sauce and the other half of rice vinegar. And I know it sounds like It's like too easy, but it tastes like you know what you're doing. Like I don't know what I'm doing. I swear to you, it's so good. I'm so glad I still got some mushrooms left because that's exactly, oh, that's gonna be good. Oh. Okay, maybe we can switch this up. Oh, we forgot about the broccoli. I'm just gonna dip my mushroom in this sauce. I mean, I do really love vinegar, so like you have to like really sharp, acidic flavor. I've tried this before with like other types of vinegar. It's just not the same. Like the rice vinegar adds like a sweetness to it. If you try it with wine vinegar, I wonder if we can dip pork in it. Let's find out. You definitely can. I'm gonna eat my last piece of mushroom in this sauce instead of the cheese. It's actually a good balance because like the cheese is super like cheesy. Wow. Master of words of language. And this one it's like the full opposite. Just it's like, why was I born with 3 brain cells? Like I've got so much to say and I don't know how to say it. I haven't even tried the kimchi. So every time people ask me what my favorite food is, kimchi is literally always on top of my list. If you guys go on YouTube and you search for the videos I filmed when I was in Korea, I've eaten so much kimchi in every single one of these videos. A month of eating kimchi every day. Wow. It definitely doesn't taste authentic, but the flavor is there. I think it's because it's got carrots in it that is like, my brain is like, never had that before. Could be a little bit spicy, but it still does have like a bit of spicy. I wonder if we could put kimchi in the cheese. No, because it's gonna be a mess. Wow, I'm getting so full. And we still got dessert. I woke up today and I had such a big craving for this specific, like, it's really popular in the UK. Like I said, I'll show you. But because we can't go outside, I couldn't have it. So I had to make it myself, which I never ever do. But it turns out it looks incredible. I haven't tasted it yet. So I might post the recipe because I kind of made it up as I went. I might put the recipe on my IGTV. It's like a thing on Instagram for longer videos. I don't know, like, do I even have a page on it? I love being on YouTube and you guys know that I'm pretty regular with videos. Like, there's never a week in which I don't post anything. But with my other social media, I honestly am a nightmare. In the beginning, I didn't used to like Instagram because I felt like on Instagram you have to like act a specific way, you have to look a specific way, otherwise like people, I don't know, people just don't like you. I felt like I couldn't put like enough personality on Instagram because it's just photos. We're all just looking at photos, right? But then I don't know what happened, like in the last 6 months, I just feel like actually Instagram is not what I thought and I was just being an idiot. You can make it whatever you want it to be, so I've been posting more stuff on it. If you're interested, you're probably not. Well, I'm getting really full. I'm gonna try putting this chicken in the cheese. We basically ate all the other items and we only got chicken left, so I did pretty good. And I'm gonna dip it in my special sauce that lady taught me how to make in Japan. Sometimes I film videos that like I really enjoy filming them, but then the response from like my viewers is not like, sometimes I feel like I filmed it just for myself. Like I'm well aware that no one's gonna like it. So when I was in Japan, I took some cooking classes because I just wanted to do it. I went to like a cooking teacher and I was like, teach me how to make, I think it was like ramen noodles, pork gyoza, just a bunch of different things. I had a great time, but I think my viewers didn't particularly love that content. So I might do it again, just for myself. Wow. Okay, it turns out the broccoli went all black and toasty on top. Out of everything here, try it with broccoli. I know it sounds weird, like, but it tastes so good. By the way, this arrived to my house like today, this morning, and I was like, I bought this because I wanted it for myself, not because for like a video or I didn't have a specific idea for this. And then I just looked at it and I was like, I really want to make like a giant amount of food cooked like live and eaten at the same time. So that is what we've done. Wow, this cheese really said melting. I'm getting so full of cheese. When someone comes to my house and I ask them if they want something to drink and then I give them like a Diet Coke, I think a lot of people don't know that this exists. This is a gold Diet Coke, so it means that it doesn't have caffeine in it, which surprisingly it tastes exactly the same. I drink a lot of coffee and a lot of tea, so I found that if I was drinking Coke, I was having way too much caffeine, so I would go to bed and just move around for like 4 hours. It was bad. Wow, suddenly I've got more space. You guys know my friend Kat. She always says that you've always got space for dessert. I read somewhere that it's actually a scientific thing, that like when you think of dessert, your stomach, it clears up space for more. I believe in it. I think my stomach definitely clears up space many times a day. I love food. I love trashy food, like junk food. I love like bougie food. However, I have been cursed with the fact that I can't eat a lot in one go. Like I can come back to it in like an hour, but in one go I do struggle to eat a lot. And talking about clearing up space, let me clear up space for dessert. This is probably something that you have in your country as well, so please do let me know in the comment section. In the UK we've got this dessert which is called millionaire shortbread. And it's like a mixture between cake, cookie, caramel sauce. It's weird. It's so good. So I was really craving that this morning and I didn't have any at home, but I did have the ingredients to make it. So I actually made every layer, the cookie biscuit layer, the salted caramel, and the chocolate on top. Well, I melted the chocolate. I already cut into it because I took some photos for Instagram. If you want to watch how I made this, I'm actually going to put it on my Instagram. Like, I'll put the link in the description down below if you guys want to go and watch this. Oh my god, this is gonna be so good. I've been dying to try it. I did that. So that's kind of what it looks like. So in the bottom, it's like a biscuit mixture. Then it's like salted caramel, and then I melted some milk chocolate on top. I think usually people do this with dark chocolate. I don't love dark chocolate. It's the lack of sugar, I think. Bon appetit. Wow. Wow. That is really, really rich though. Like I feel like I can only eat like half of it in one go. That caramel sauce really did something. The chocolate layer is bigger than the other two, which is not the way it's supposed to be. It's just the way I made it. It's so like soft and chewy. Oh my god. I love dessert and drinking Diet Coke. It's like my favorite combination since I was a kid. I was thinking about this, right? Do you know when we were little, right? My mom never let me have any coffee, anything. Like I could only have coffee at probably the age of like 14 or 15. And I could only have like frappuccinos, something that is really low in coffee. However, I used to drink Coca-Cola when I was little. How does that make any sense? I'm gonna call my mom out on this. I'm gonna send her a message today. That doesn't make sense, right? Because this got caffeine. Maybe it's because it's so low. I've been having a lot of time to think about these things. I don't even know how I'm gonna store this. We did that. Honestly, I kind of made up the recipe as I went. Like, I pulled the base from one website, the caramel from another, and the chocolate from another, because I didn't have a lot of ingredients, but it honestly tastes better than anything you can buy at the store. I could have a little bit more. I always do this thing whenever I go to places where there's like food to share with like other people. I only ever take like the smallest amount of food, but I would rather go like twice because I'm so scared. I'm like terrified of not finishing the food on my plate, because growing up, my parents, like they used to always scream at me if I didn't finish my food. So that's like my biggest fear. So when in doubt, I take very little amounts of food. So I think people think that I'm really polite, but no, I just got serious issues. Wow, that was a good lunch. What time is it even? I don't know.
It's 4:48.
4:40, that's not lunch. Wow, that was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I haven't done a mukbang in so long, just because I have so many video ideas that are like concepts, right? But because obviously I don't have all the ingredients, I feel like mukbangs actually make sense right now. Maybe I could do one of these eating videos once a week. I don't know, like maybe if you guys hate it, please let me know. Like, do let me know in the comment section. I've been getting a lot of messages on Instagram that some of you guys are in quarantine on your own, so we can keep each other company, so we're not alone. I need that. I feel like some of you might need that. I love you guys. If you want to watch another one of these, please don't forget to give it a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe and switch my notifications on. Obviously, you don't have to do it because you might have hated this, but if you do subscribe, I really do appreciate it if you like the video. And I do other different things as well, so wow. I need to go wash my hands and clean all of this up. I love you guys. I hope you had a good time, and I will see you on my next video. Bye bye.